Peace. This is Anpu with another video on Question Everything. This segment is going to be a little different. We're going to talk about health. Let's question our health. Is health important? Or is it? Do health has to do with anything or any connection when dealing with spirituality? So that's one thing I always question. Because me having the ability to astral travel or remember my dreams, I always question that. Say, hey, what if I improve, my eating habits and being more active? Would I have more astral traveling experiences? And for me, I think it's very important. I think health and spirituality goes hand in hand. Yes, like I stated before, these bodies that we are in, they are not you, but these are physical biological machines that we got to operate in order to be in this realm and to have this experience in this third dimensional world. So it's very important about health, and I just want to touch a lot of things about health. So this will definitely be part one. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot of parts on this subject because it's very important. And as you notice, dealing with spirituality, vibrations is speeding up. When you're dealing with spirituality, like I said, vibrations are speeding up, meaning that a lot of people are, their vibrations got to speed up. So in order to do that, you have to make your body lighter. To make your body lighter, you have to eat lighter. You have to eat more solar energy foods. Basically, plants, fruits, in that case. And this is why, like I said, the vibration is speeding up. This is why a lot of people are starting to wake up. People are starting to get a lot of information. And information is very important. So, and on top of that, the new wave now is being a vegan. That's what you see. It's foods, different types of foods, what to eat and what not to eat. The new wave is organic. Things that are organic. Things that was organic back in the days it wasn't, the topic wasn't major, or gluten-free. Everything has to be gluten-free. A lot of things, like I said, a lot of things we are coming to awaken into, and it's due to the vibration of this earth. It's speeding up, so information is getting out. We're starting to realize all the bad things that we are putting into our body. So like I said, information is coming out. So you have different articles, different books, and plus due to the internet, it's easy to get this type of information, and plus connect with other people around the world that have knowledge in this field when dealing with health or nutrition. So yes, it does have, to me, I believe, it does have to do a lot with spirituality. So I want you to question that. Question, like I always say, question everything. I touched about different sciences and question everything. I started off with religion. Now it's time to touch on something that we all can relate to as well, and that's dealing with health. Dealing with health. You have to understand, you have a universe within you, man. Within you, there's worlds and galaxies within you. But everything that exists outside your body, it exists inside you. And yes, I'm out here in the nature. Just finished, I'm in the park. Exercising, being active. Just did like about 200 push-ups, did a bunch of pull-ups, and also have workout bands. So you don't need to join a gym and nothing like that, man. You can work out at home. So stop making excuses and get healthy. Speed up your vibration because the shift is coming. And like I was saying, the world that's within you is changing. So you have to change with it. And if you don't change with the inner universe that's within you, that's when things become chaotic. And this is how people get cancers. This is how the body becomes diseased, because you're not balanced. You're not vibrating on a certain frequency. And it's very important when you're dealing with health. You have to understand billions of microorganisms inside your bodies and bacteria, and they're just like you. You're nothing but a damn bacteria. You need to look up the study on fungi. You know, you want to study some things, look up the study of fungi. Study of fungi is basically the building blocks of living organisms, man. Fungus. This is how this planet was seeded. It was seeded through fungus, like single cell organisms that multiplied and grew. It's intelligence. You have organisms that's within you that are very intelligent. You have to take care of them. You have to keep the body full of oxygen, meaning because a lot of bad bacteria can't survive in an oxygenated body. So that's real. So eating foods that's high in solar energy and as well as oxygen, it has dealing with plants and fruits. And I'm not saying that I'm a vegan. I mean, I don't knock people that are vegan and stuff like that. But I know that when studying history, my ancestors hunt and ate meat in order to gain intelligence. They ate meat and they gained more intelligence. So I'm not going to sit here and say, meats are all bad. Yeah, certain meats are bad. And yes, there are chemicals and that things are toxic to the body. But you have to understand how magnificent, the significance of this body, the magnificent abilities this body have. It can heal itself. It gets rid of waste. As long as you take care of it, it's going to get rid of the waste. You know what I'm saying? No matter what waste comes in your body, you're dealing with waste all day, every day. The air is toxic. The water is toxic. The food is toxic. The clothes you wear is toxic. The clothes detergent that you're using is toxic. The soaps you're using on your body is toxic. Things you touching. You get colds, you get flus, being around certain people. There are people that have negative energy that you be close to them that can toxify you. So there's no way of getting around of toxics unless you live in a bubble. So therefore your body is so intelligent, man. You just have to take care of it. It's very simple. I'm not sitting here and say, become full-fledged vegan or vegetarian. But yes, you do have to add more vegetation to your body because you're dealing with solar energy, photosynthesis. We are energy beings from the sun. And this is what history teaches us. So yes, photosynthesis dealing with solar energy going into the plants and the fruits, and we take that in. We use that solar energy. Sitting in the sun is getting solar energy, which helps with health. That vitamin D. A lot of people are vitamin D deficiency. That's why I had to really move out of New York. I really did. And a lot of people in New York, and like up north in the cold areas, has vitamin D deficiency, and that tears up your calcium because then your body starts pulling calcium from your bones. Then you wonder why people, bones get brittle and then they get old and it's easier for them to break a hip or something. So you got to think about it. It's mostly winter, all year round. It's cloudy. The air quality is bad. Especially if you're working, 9 to 5 in a cubicle. You're not outside during the best times of the day, so you're not getting that solar energy. So it's very important, as well as even the meats that we eat. The beef, the chickens and stuff like that. A lot of animals that we consume, they eat plants. So that plant, the cow grazed grass, right? It grazed grass. That grass has the solar energy in it and the photosynthesis in it. So the cow takes it in. And the cow has like 4 stomachs. So, it takes a long time to digest the grass, But then we consume the cow, which gives us solar energy, And, the cow, and we use the cow's feces to fertilize things. Because it's a cycle. It goes back into the soil, right? It's real deep. And this is why a lot of ancient cultures, they worship the cow. Hathor is one of the main goddesses in an ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt of deities. And she represents as the cow. It represents fertility, rebirth, power, you know, spirituality. And in India, they worship the cow. This is why they don't eat beef. You know, they worship the cow. Another deep thought when dealing with the cow. So the cow is sacred. So I'm not going to sit here and say vegan is the way. You know, there's a lot of nutrients that meat gives you, or amino acids that plants don't have. But it's all about moderation. You know, if you're going to eat beef, don't eat beef, you know, every day. You know, it's in moderation. Everything is with moderation. So it has a big, you know, it has a big deal when dealing with spirituality. You can't do too much of anything. You know, you can't drink too much water. You drink too much water, you know, you could die. So it's the same thing when consuming foods. So that's the first start. The first start when dealing with health is not just the foods you eat. You can't start there. You got to start here and here within you. Start within yourself. You know, start having healthy thoughts. Start thinking healthy. You know, surround yourself around, you know, healthy environments. That's the start. That's how you got to start. Then once you start with that, then you start giving your body good healthy food, giving it rest. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go in on this subject because it's, like I said, it's the new thing now. People are waking up to the information. You know, there's a lot of things that are in foods that we didn't know was causing certain diseases, but now we know. You know, you look on the back of these ingredient boxes and they have all these large names, and you don't even know what they are. But then when you actually look them up, you be like, wow, that's what that is. You know, like for example, Doritos. Like, y'all know people love Doritos. I've eaten Doritos before. I'm not gonna lie. But then when you look on the back of the Dorito bag, when you look at the ingredients, look on the it's probably the last or second to the last. It has something called guaranite, right? So when you actually like look this up, it's bat droppings. So basically, and they use bat droppings for seasoning. And then we like put this stuff in our body. But like I said, we consume so much toxics day in and day out. You know, you just gotta keep, you know, your body healthy so it can get rid of the toxics. You know, that's the function of, you know, your liver. Your liver, well, that was one of the main functions of the liver. The liver has many functions, what it does as far as health benefits. But it's like a sponge. It soaks up all the toxics in your body, you know, and try to get rid of it. And how did your body get rid of the toxics? Through, you know, going to the bathroom. Your feces and your urine and your sweat. Any way for it to get out your body. You know, it's the same way when you have a cold. When you have a cold, you build a lot of mucus. What happens? Your body naturally builds mucus up, collects all the garbage so you could blow it out. Or you, not to be nasty and graphic, but you have cold within your chest, you know, you hock it out. It is what it is. Just like when you have an upset stomach, your body has ways of getting rid of waste. It has its own intelligent being, because you have beings within you, and that's the thing you have to understand, the macro and the micro. You know, as above, so below, as within, so without. So like, say you got an upset stomach, what naturally happens? Your body builds up water within the intestines and flushes it out, and that's how you have diarrhea. People think having diarrhea is a bad thing. No, it's really a good thing. It's a good thing because your body's getting waste. It's clearing out the intestines. Just like a fever. When your body, you know, is sick, people think having a fever is bad. It's really a good thing because your body heats up. So it's killing off the bad bacteria. That's how you know your body's fighting. You know, when dealing with the white blood cells and so on and so on. Don't mean to get too scientific on y'all, but sometimes you gotta do that. Because like I said, the vibration is speeding up and people gotta wake up. You gotta wake up to this new information, wake up to the new wave, get healthy. Start creating, stop you know, creating excuses. You know, the information is out there. Do your own homework. Create your own diet, what fits you, because that's another mistake that people makes. People do certain diets and think it'll work for them, and sometimes they end up doing their body harm. So you gotta see where you at, where you fit, as far as your comfortability. So if that's where you're comfortable at, go for it. And then once you start eating healthy, thinking healthy, you're gonna start feeling healthy, and then you're gonna start having amazing spiritual experiences, right? And like even with fasting, right? Fasting is a very, I'm gonna do another segment on fasting, but I'm not gonna go too deep on it. But fasting is very deep. That's why when you go into the religious texts, when you see Jesus, when you see Abraham, Moses, and Muhammad, all the prophets, when they had a powerful spiritual experience, what they did, they fast in the mountains somewhere. They were away from everybody, because you know you're dealing with energy, you're dealing with negative energy. So they were away from everybody. You know, they didn't eat nothing, let their body, you know, heal, because that's what happens when you fast. Your body starts to heal, you know, because it's constantly working. So then this is how they gain those spiritual experiences. So I'm gonna leave on that note. This is part 1 on question everything with dealing with health. And I'm just out here enjoying the beautiful weather, getting this vitamin D from Ra, from the true God, the sun, the creator, right? Or should I say the true goddess? Because really, the sun is a feminine energy. That's another segment, right? Got too many things to talk about. But I'm gonna leave on this note. This is Anpu Ra with another video on question everything.